Hey guys, quick apology for my last few videos. My first video I did have to record at night. It was about 1:30 a.m. and my parents were trying to sleep, so sorry I had to talk really quietly, and I kind of fucked up with the first like 8 seconds of it because I had recorded on accident just to prepare it. If you didn't know, Camtasia has like a startup timer or whatever. Like it'll be 3 seconds before it actually starts recording after you hit the record button, and I messed up doing that. And as for my second video, I wanted to test using my laptop built-in microphone just because it's a little bit more easy to record commentaries and videos, and I wanted to see if it would be any good just to save a little bit of annoyance setting up this microphone, because this microphone I'm using now is really sketchy. So yeah, again, sorry about that. I did not think it would have anywhere close to that amount of background noise. Definitely won't be using that. I'll just be using this microphone, which hopefully works pretty well. And as for this actual video, it's going to be this video will be my first like Slayer video log. I'm just going to be going over some tasks, how I do them, and just talking while I slay, I guess. So obviously this task is Necrails. It's usually not like, or it's a high assignment task. Like usually it's around 200 or so. I'm a good bit into my task. I think I had right around 190 or 200. They drop a lot of Crimson Shards. It's about a 25% drop rate. For effigies, I don't really know because of the effigy nerf and stuff, but their combat's pretty high, so I would think they drop decent. And I did get an effigy here. Excuse me. I did get an effigy here a few days ago, and wow, thunder. I don't know if I might pick that up, but it is raining pretty hard outside right now. But yeah, I think they're decent for effigies just because I got one the other day, even post effigy nerf. These are really a task you only want to do if you're after charms instead of XP. Kind of similar to Water Fiends, but these are much more laid back because you don't really need to soul split back. Although these will hit you occasionally, but not to the point where Water Fiends do, where like you either have to always have soul split on, or you have to like pray range and then every once in a while turn soul split on. So they're a bit more laid back, although they are less charms per hour, and they also don't have any really good drops. Like they drop rune boots, and that's about their best thing, and those are about 9k, so they're really not anything for good money. Oh, and of course I got a Lantidime speed, which I think is like 20k, but still worth picking up, I guess. As for my gear, I brought my yak just because I just recently got it, and I'm kind of obsessing over how much I like it, and it's nice to have as many prayer points as I could ever want for this task. And it's also really nice to be able to bank if anything I want. If I don't feel like seeing my Lantidime seed drop, I could just bank it real quick, which I guess I will. There. And for my gear, I bring full bandos. Yeah, it's kind of universal unless you're doing range or something like that. Ooh, and my Jack of Trades is almost ready. I think I'll get 7800. But I bring Bandos, Tarkar, Call Cape, because these are a pretty slow task. Like, they're spread apart here, and I'll go into that later. But, so yeah, I bring the Tarkar just to speed it up a little bit. Rapier, I use that for basically everything but, like, Skeletal Wyverns and a few others that I use CLS for. Dragon Offender, like always, Fury, Barrow's Gloves, D-Boots. If you have Steadfast, do it, but I don't think they're worth it. It's like 40 mil versus 100k for like 3 added stab bonus maybe. I don't see in what world that's worth it, but whatever. And then Berserker Ring just to help out. I pray Berserker and Turmoil on this task. I would normally bring like a Soul Wars Cape or something like that if I'm praying Turmoil, but because these are a slow task, I just drop a few extra prayer pots to speed through it because the Crimsons are great on this task. For location, I currently do them in the Slayer Tower because whenever I try to go to the Chaos Tunnel spot, which is actually better because it's a smaller room, they're more compact and closer together, whereas as you can see they're pretty far apart here. But in the Chaos Tunnels, I seem to always get killed or something like that when I try to go there, so I've just made a habit out of doing them here. But if you can, and if you want to bring like D-Hide and a Glory and equip that, so maybe you look like less of a target to some asshole standing at the rift, go ahead and do that. Maybe bring a few brews, I would definitely do. overall, I like the task, but I wouldn't do them for XP or drops, obviously. I would say if you don't have like a rapier, like I'm pretty sure this is a bot, but if you have her gear, I don't think I would do it because you'll be hitting less. It's just slower. If you got like Bandos and Turmoil and you can actually basically power slay them, I would definitely do it for the added crimsons. But if you're already 99 summoning, I definitely wouldn't do it because you don't really need crimsons. Although I will be collecting after 99 summoning because I want to get summoning twice or 3 times or whatever. I would do tasks like these and Dust Devils. I'd definitely compare these to Dust Devils also, but they have a higher drop rate of Crimsons and FGs, of course, because they're higher level, so they're definitely better than Dust Devils. So if you want to pick one, I would for sure do these. I don't know if I said this earlier, but they're about 60 Crimsons per hour, whereas Water Fiends are about 100. But it's still pretty good. I mean, that's... How much is that? That's like 25k Slayer XP per hour if you're doing Iron Titans with your Crimson Charms or Yaks. 25k summoning, excuse me. But so 25k summoning per hour, while I don't know, I'm gonna guess it's about 30k Slayer XP per hour doing this, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, I don't know. And I'd probably say I have no idea how much strength XP, maybe 80k, 70k, something like that. So I don't know, they're good. Slow XP, good charms. As for healing, I would bring either like something like an enhanced Excalibur or Claws, and if you don't have Soul Split, I would bring maybe 5-6 Sharks. There, I don't know, it's definitely helpful because they don't hurt you enough to where you need to protect melee or anything like that. Why did I just do that? They don't hurt you enough to where you need to protect melee, but they will hurt you to where you'll die if you don't have anything to heal yourself eventually. So I just Soul Split back every once in a while. You don't really need to protect melee. As for my inventory, I should have gone over this earlier, but whatever. For my inventory, I bring 2 extreme sets because they're kind of a slower task, so you'll probably need 2. And overloads I don't see to be worth it on this task because you don't need the added defense, and since they're about 55k each, it's just kind of a waste of money. I bring Infernal Urns, which they're basically regular skill urns, but they're for prayer, so for these neck rails, they would normally drop in Infernal Ashes, and what the urn does is it fills with the ash, and each like piece or whatever does 4%, and once it's 100% full, you can teleport it away and get like 1,875 prayer XP. I'll do it in a second once I kill this. So you usually get like 9 to 10k prayer XP free per task, and I don't know, they're like 500 coins for the urn, so I just do it anyways, since I'm kind of going for 99 prayer. Like, I have it banked, but I'm in no hurry to go do the tons of hours of boning, or that sounded, wow, that was worded really terribly. Fucking tons of hours of using the bones on the altar. That was really bad. That's what she said. But yeah, Infernal Urns. I'd probably bring the stacks of like one of each charm. Just see, I like to keep my inventory organized usually, although obviously not right now. Prayer pots. I mean, as I said, I pray Turmoil and Berserker, and I have some in my Yak. Claws or Enhanced Excalibur if you don't have, what's it called? Soul Split, that could help. Or I also bring Holy Wrench because since I pray Turmoil, it'll just add maybe 1 or 2 prayer pots saved. I mean, it doesn't cost any time and it's saved a little bit of coins, so I might as well. Glory, just teleport out, quick banking method. I bring an extra Yak pouch because, as I said earlier, I always bring a Yak to tasks like this. So yeah, and then I bring my Winter Storage Scrolls just because, I don't know, I like to bank shit if I don't want it to be in my inventory. Like this uncut ruby, I could cut it and bank it if I want to. I guess I will. Herbicide, just in case I get any herb drops, it gives me a little bit of free prayer XP. And it's really annoying having to see stupid herbs like grimy irrits all over the ground. And then last item is Slayer Ring. I always just bring, it's really helpful for, obviously, it's a Slayer gem, and so it'll tell you however many kills. I have 102 left. And it's easy teleport, so if you need to do something like cancel your task, you can teleport to Simona and Polivnich, I think it's called, and just cancel your task really quickly. It's much better than either using a Ferocious Ring to get to Corrodale and skip it, or Fairy Rings to get to her. So I don't know, it just saves a bit of time. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I might be making another video today. I don't know. See you later.